Title: I found a hidden room in my new apartment. I wish I hadn't opened it. Posted by you/throwaway haunt. 2023. I recently moved into a cheap studio apartment in an older part of town. You know the kind. Creaky floors, yellowed walls, and a weird musty smell that no amount of Febreze can fix. The rent was suspiciously low, but the landlord waved it off with a laugh. Old building, needs some love, that's all, he said. I was broke, job hopping, and desperate, so I signed the lease. At first things were fine. There were a few oddities like the hallway light flickering when no one was near the switch, or the cold spot right by the bedroom closet, but nothing I couldn't chalk up to bad wiring and poor insulation. That changed about a week in. One night I was trying to mount a small shelf on my bedroom wall. I wanted to put up a couple of plants, maybe a photo or two, just something to make the space feel like mine. I tapped along the wall to find a stud and paused. Hollow. I thought maybe it was just plasterboard over an old chimney or something, but as I knocked further across, I felt a distinct difference. A seam, something behind the wall that wasn't on the blueprints the landlord had shown me. Curiosity got the better of me. I grabbed a utility knife and started cutting along the seam. I expected bricks, insulation, anything normal. But what I found was a door, a tiny old wooden door about 4 feet high, no handle, just a keyhole. It was painted the same off-white color as the rest of the wall, clearly hidden on purpose. I didn't have a key, but a flathead screwdriver, and some effort got it open after a few minutes. The door creaked open to reveal a narrow passage, maybe 4 feet deep. The air inside smelled stale, like old paper and rot. I had to crouch to get in. What I found inside still messes with my head. The hidden room was no larger than a walk-in closet. The walls were covered in Polaroid photos, hundreds of them, yellowed with age. Every photo was of a person, asleep. Men, women, sometimes even kids, all of them in beds in different positions. Most looked peaceful, a few looked distressed. At the center of the room was a single wooden chair and an old cracked mirror propped up against the back wall. Nothing else. No windows. No light source. I stared at the photos, unsettled. Something about them was off. I leaned in closer to one. A woman, maybe in her 20s, sleeping with her back turned. Her blanket was identical to the one on my bed. I looked at another. Same wallpaper, same headboard, same room. I rifled through dozens of them, and they all had one thing in common. They were taken in my bedroom, from the exact angle as if someone had been standing in the closet or by the window. I didn't know what to do. I grabbed my phone and took a few pics for proof. My hands were shaking. That's when I saw it. A Polaroid, newer than the rest, less faded, brighter colors. It was pinned directly above the chair, right at eye level. I pulled it down, turned it over. Nothing written. I flipped it back. It was me. Asleep, in my bed, wearing the same shirt I had on 2 nights ago. I backed out of the hidden room and shut the tiny door. I wanted to call someone, the landlord, the cops, my mom, anyone. But what would I say? Hey, I found a secret room full of creepy pictures of people sleeping, including one of me. They'd think I was insane. I barely slept that night. I pushed my dresser in front of the wall and sat up in bed, holding a bat, waiting for some sound. Anything. But nothing happened. The next morning I went to confront the landlord. His office was locked, lights off, no answer. I left a note under his door. Still haven't heard back. That night things got worse. Around 3 a.m., I heard a noise. A click, like the sound of a door unlatching. My heart dropped. I grabbed my phone and flashlight and pointed it toward the wall. The dresser had been pushed aside. The little door was open. I ran. I spent the rest of the night at a 24-hour diner, sipping coffee and trying not to lose my mind. I didn't go back until sunrise. When I finally returned, the door was closed again. Photos untouched. But there was something new. Another Polaroid lying on the floor just outside the door. I picked it up with trembling fingers. It was me again. But this time, my eyes were open. I was staring at the camera. I moved out that same day. packed everything I could fit in my car, and left without looking back. Lost my deposit, lost some furniture. Don't care. I still have the photos on my phone. I've thought about posting them, but part of me is scared to. Like it might draw attention from whatever was watching me, or whoever. I haven't been sleeping well. Every creak in the night sends me sitting up in bed. My new place has no weird walls, no hidden rooms. But last night, I swear I saw something under my door. A flicker of light, like someone taking a picture.